Meanwhile, Israel is now facing a two-front war with missile and rocket attacks from Iran, as well as Hezbollah in Lebanon. For the latest on the ground, we go to our chief foreign correspondent, Trey Yinks, who is live in Tel Aviv. Trey.
Hey guys, good morning. I do want to start with some breaking news. A senior Israeli official telling Fox News that more than 1,000 enemy combatants have been killed in Iran since the operation began. This is based on their latest battle damage assessment. As we continue to track developments here, we are looking to Israel's northern border with Lebanon, where overnight the Israelis sent forces into southern Lebanon to take what Israeli officials are calling a defensive posture against the Iran-backed terror group Hezbollah. This posture is expected to remain over concerns about cross-border attacks. Overnight, more rockets were fired into northern Israel from Lebanon, and the Israelis striking back, hitting more targets in the Lebanese capital of Beirut, specifically around the Dakhya neighborhood, a Hezbollah stronghold. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu speaking with Sean Hannity overnight, saying this.
With these ballistic missiles, these weapons of mass death, these weapons of terror, they're terror weapons. They bombed all these countries. And when they develop the intercontinental ballistic missiles, they'll threaten you and eventually they'll bomb you. This is what President Trump understood. And alone among U.S. presidents that I've worked with, he took action. And we're all very, very lucky that he did.
Israel's prime minister making clear that this Iranian threat, it's all connected across the region, whether it's their proxies, their ballistic missile program, or their attempts to rebuild their nuclear program. And overnight, the Iranians launching more attacks toward the Gulf, targeting the U.S. Embassy in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, with 2 drones. The embassy was vacant at the time. There were no injuries reported. We're also following developments out of Kuwait, where smoke was seen rising as these attacks against Gulf countries continue. Now, Vice President J.D. Vance tried to lay out a timeline overnight, describing new details about the plans of the Trump administration. Take a listen.
There's just no way that Donald Trump is going to allow this country to get into a multi-year conflict with no clear end in sight and no clear objective. He's defined that objective as Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon and has to commit long-term to never trying to rebuild their nuclear capability.
Intense days of battle are expected ahead. The Israelis are still going after Iran's ballistic missile launching positions, but this morning sirens have sounded across this country multiple times amid new incoming fire. Guys?
So, Trey, based on your source, and I know the American government is trying to figure this out as well, but who is running the operation at Iran right now? Do we know? I know there was, they had 4 guys out. In case of this happened, have you heard anything?
It's a great question, and the short answer is we don't know. There are very few senior leaders still alive in Iran. More than 40 were taken out, including Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei. President Masoud Pezeshkian is still alive. There is a top Security Council official named Ali Larijani who has quite a bit of power inside of Iran. But the leadership structure has been basically dismantled, along with many IRGC positions. There is close coordination between the United States and Israel to not only go after the launching positions and the command and control centers, but also try to degrade as much of the leadership as possible.
So the Gulf states are under fire. And so far, I understand Bahrain says they've intercepted 70 missiles. Qatar is down 2 Iranian jets. They've had maybe over 100. The UAE has been hit pretty hard. Detected 174 ballistic missiles, destroying 161. 13 fell into the sea. Do you think it's caught them by surprise that they're under persistent attack? And do you think the number of interceptors they have in their arsenal will begin to become an issue?
I don't think they were caught by surprise, but this was largely seen as an outlier in possible responses from Iran.